It's been a little bit. This is an Instagram live, but don't be... This is still a normal video. I'm gonna talk my normal shit, but I thought I ain't got no storage as normal. If you've been watching my content for a bit, you know that I literally at the end of all my videos, I'm like, I gotta go, I'm running out of storage. I got a lot of important things to speak about, and I'm very excited. Oh fuck! Hopefully it's not too windy. I'm just gonna walk to the shop. So, but yeah, what we saying? I'm feeling very inspired. Oh wait, maybe it's just my fucking bipolar. Maybe I'm just in the manic phase, whatever they fucking want to label it. Hello, love from the universe. How are you, my good friend? My #1 follower. Nearly. Well, you're definitely very consistent. How are you? You're going to join my team now. You're already in the team, but you're going to join new horizons we got coming up. So we got to stay in contact, me and you and everybody else, and we join forces. What the fuck happened here? Someone tore all those gates down. That's interesting. I've lived around here for a long time. Wow, that looks really cool up there. Should I trespass? Should I be nosy? Fuck it, let's trespass. Let's record myself trespass. This land hasn't been touched for a long time. Just being nosy. I'm on a spiritual after my LSA trip. I don't know what that word is you just said. Wow, this ground is a bit fricked up. Well, how was your LSA trip? I swear, wasn't you posting something about how to end an LSA trip in my Snapchat group? Let me know if you want to join, gamers. Man's got that Snapchat group. Yeah, what do you mean, bro? Should I go in here? I feel like I'm just... Why am I filming this? Everything's open. Like, all the doors are open. No entry. Should I just enter anyway? Like in Bliss, super motivated. Hi Chloe, I'm just trespassing. This wasn't really the plan. But I'm just curious. Oh my god. Yeah, I literally just stumbled onto this fucking building site. Where am I, bruv? What the fuck? This is so cool. I'm quite glad I found this. Yeah, there was just like fences that used to normally... Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. Do you see that owl? I don't know who or why it's open. Someone's gonna fucking come around the corner in a minute and just go, oh, you the fuck are you? Oh yeah, there's some lights on. Oh my god, there's a cat up there. Okay, I should leave before I get in trouble. Okay, that was cool, I guess. Yeah, so how is everybody? How are you, Chloe? After your event out the front of my house. I could have come out and I could have went, are you okay? I was actually awake for your whole thing, but I liked to think that maybe it was serious, but I've been in those states before with alcohol. I won't disclose your whole thing live. Yeah. I feel like... Hello, you okay? I'm just trespassing, you know? Huh? Your wife?
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah, I just was walking and I don't know why they're all falling down, but I just thought I'd have a nose, you know? It looks quite cool. I shall see you later, my friend. Bye. That's right. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm very good actually. A bit too good, which is normally how it goes. Like, if you research bipolar, not saying that I have bipolar, but I certainly fit the diagnoses, is tell me if you relate to this, maybe Chloe or anybody, is like, the way it is portrayed, bipolar, right now I'm like manically optimistic, where I'm like very optimistic for the future and what's to come and what I'm gonna build. Just out and bored. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm out. I'm going to the shop. I just finished work, labouring, and that's the thing. I had like it was just a normal day at work, yeah. But it was like, I feel great. I feel energized. I feel very optimistic and that. And so yeah, the bipolar diagnosis kind of goes like you go from one end of the spectrum to the polar opposite very quickly, and I've done that for a long time, but noticing that pattern kind of creates like a meta perspective where like you understand that like I'm high now, I'm gonna be low in the future, but when I'm low in the future I know that I'm gonna be high again. Like again, like not saying high as in drugs, but I just mean like as in your worldview. So it like ebbs and flows, and like if you just observe and you like think about how you're like part of this rhythm, it's weird. Like to know that you're going to be sad about life soon, and then to know that you're going to be optimistic about it again soon. It's like, what control do you have, and how do things like influence your perspective so heavily when nothing really changes? Like, alcohol lowers the vibration. I noticed. I didn't drink for 10 days plus. Now feeling awesome. Yeah, good job, man. Stay off the alcohol. Really, I would recommend. You know, that shit's just fucked for you. For your health. But then Alan Watts was actually a fucking alcoholic, I'm pretty confident, and he actually died of alcohol poisoning, but is still like fit with his philosophy. It's kind of like you only live once, so why not? Yo, how's it going?
Alright?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
What you at? Smoking that garbage? I'm just finished work, chatting shit on Instagram Live to some people.
Instagram Live.
That's right. Also, I feel the bipolar thing, but I think it's just labels by society to hit. By society to different mind. Yeah, I think like the labels are ultimately like not real. Like if you have like, say if you got diagnosed with ADHD, it doesn't mean that ADHD actually exists somewhere. It's just what someone's decided to fucking call you. Man's getting caught up in this fucking ball game. Hello Ryan, how are you? Ryan, join. I didn't say hi super speedy, but how are you, Ryan? You didn't ask, but I'm doing really good, and you are a big man for the plan. I've got a lot of optimistic ideas, and I think I'm gonna really like fire up the videos I've been making and the music and that. Oh right, yes. Go live. I'm fucking pressing it. What is going on, man? Yeah, I think perhaps it's maybe there's a button on your end. You don't have to join. But yes, Ryan, how's it going?
Yeah, good. No, I was going to join anyway. I was just waiting to see what you were talking about.
Come on. Yeah. I'm just talking in general. You know, I've been listening to a lot of lectures and things, and they've been like making me feel inspired. But I just not really. I came on here to like speak about like visions and ideas of the future. I'm just feeling like optimistic about life, you know. But how are you? What's going on?
No, that's good, man. That's good that you're doing that. And yeah, same, man. I'm good. Like, life's good, mate. I can't complain. I've got a few things in the pipeline myself, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, just I'm not trying to jump the gun just yet. But some good things are happening. And yeah. But yeah, I like your videos, man. I've watched a few of them. They you pop up on my YouTube quite often. But yeah, you're doing good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Cheers, bro. Yeah, I mean, well, I reckon, I don't know, it's all like loose vision, but I have always had such a strong sense that like I'm going, like it's all coming to manifest, and with time, I feel like everything unfolds in like a divine manner. It's kind of like that love or fear. Like people say, oh, there's only two choices, love or fear.
Yeah.
I feel like love is just trusting the process, you know, like just Inspector Veg has joined. Don't eat kebabs because they taste nasty.
No, what you just said there is very true. And
yeah.
I saw somebody posted today something that really resonated. And it was, she said something like, when you want something too much, you could end up getting the opposite of it. because it's like you're putting a strain on yourself to get that thing. Whereas,
Yeah.
and I feel like for me, that's why like a lot of things right now are happening for me, but it's because I don't care as much. Like I don't sort of.
That's how I've been feeling as well. A lot. Like, I used to put so much pressure on myself for like personal development and shit, but
Yeah,
it was kind of just fear that I wouldn't like get where I wanted to be, kind of. But the way I've been
yeah,
kind of, oh, actually, you know, the reason why I resonate with what you just said is because last time we was on a live, like 2 months ago or some shit, I said I've been just taking it slower, like one breath at a time, and you said like the same kind of thing in a way, no?
yeah. So yeah, it was something like that. Can't remember exactly what we were saying, but
I think it kind of stems, for me, it stems from like I don't know, like obviously that much about you, but I know, like, say your song, like, In My Darkness or whatever, it kind of alludes to, I don't know, but like, I mean, in terms of like, you know, there's pain and suffering and stuff, and like, I've had a lot of depression and shit in the past, and that's why I kind of approach it from this, like, just don't put stress on yourself to like be more than you are, and like just don't fear shit, just breathe and do more of what you love, and just try and find
yeah,
gratitude and shit, you know. Don't go, oh no, because if you look at my old videos, yeah, I used to like, I got so sucked into like personal development, and I like was in fear that I like wouldn't be everything that I could be, so I'd like
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can relate to that, to be honest, bro. Like I've been on that journey as well, to the point where I feel like I stopped. I like all the stuff you say you're watching. It's good, but to be honest with you, I stopped watching all like personal development stuff quite a few years ago,
yeah,
because it could drive you mad, to be honest, to what you're
it
saying.
does, it can do.
You might want to feel like, you know, a lot of these people, they talk about, you know, becoming rich or whatever, which is not bad, but if you don't see it in 6 months, all these motivational quotes that you tell yourself can become quite boring. And it's because the reality is, you know, these sort of destinations could take 10, some maybe 20 years in reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The older generation, they're not as awake as us, but they do have more of a grip on the reality of how long it takes to like sort your life out, basically. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, it's like that brick by brick kind, or you know, like consistent action. And I rate personal development overall, but I think
Yeah,
there's a lot of like fear perpetuated in it, where it's like there's these and I understand what they're saying. Like there's this guy called Hamza, for example, and he's like, he basically, it's like, yeah, you want to strive to be more than you are, but in a healthy way. Like I swear, a lot of these personal development channels, what they miss is that you've also got to be content with where you are in the moment, and like
yeah,
trust the unfolding, and don't be so fixed on the future, because that's what I was doing, and it causes you suffering, man. Because personal development stems from, like, you know, being more than you are now, and spirituality is kind of just about embracing the now. And I don't know,
yeah,
it's all
yeah, yeah.
paradoxical.
Yeah, and it's a balance. You know what I mean? You need balance in life, bro. Like that's the thing. For one thing, you could watch a video where everything someone says is true, but they could be missing out so many other factors. Which, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Like you said, you got to be present, but also just know where you're trying to get to, I guess.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, yeah, just fucking go with the flow. It all worked itself out. But what are you doing anyway? Just fucking using
Uh,
your legs?
yeah. No, I just walked down to get. I needed to buy a sports bag, and now I'm just
Oh,
trying to walk
perfect.
home. But it feels like it might rain.
Inspector Veg says, Oxen v Ryers Saunders clash. Wow, that.
Well, Inspector Veg
Someone else.
struggled himself, so oh,
Oh
we're
yeah,
really gonna go there again. Oh dear.
yeah. I loved your beef, kind of. Someone said, Saunders and Ryan, Mr. Veg, round two. You know the song that you made with fucking Inspector Veg, yeah?
Yeah,
For some, like, I thought that you just produced the beat. I didn't know who you were. I knew who Veg was before I knew who you were.
yeah.
And somehow I listened to that song tens of times and thought that all of the lyrics were Veg. And then I listened to it yesterday and went, that's fucking Ryan at the beginning. Like, I thought it was all that. I don't know why.
You know what? Yeah. Because one time you said something to me. I think when we was like interacting in the comments or something, and I think I said to you something like, "Yeah, we've made a track," and then you said something like, oh yeah, but you need to drop a verse. And I was thinking, what, did he think that my verse was an intro or something? Like, I was
Yeah, yeah.
baffled.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Like, I mean, obviously it says Ryan Saunders and Inspector Veg, but I don't know. It's like, I guess as soon as I assume it's Veg, like, I just kind of went with it. And then I think I had to listen to your music, and then I went back to it, and then I realised, because I guess I didn't know who you were, like.
Yeah, man. No, I like that song. It's a banger. That beat as well. That's one of my favourite beats I've made.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the beat's kind of hard as well. Yeah, like, it's a cool beat. But yeah, what did you say? You got some shit working in the pipelines or whatever the fuck you're saying? You got, is it some music projects, or you said you was like kind of veering away from that a little bit, pursuing other things? No, maybe. Or...
No, it's all still music, but
yeah,
I'm just, I don't know. Like I said, just trying to find balance in life. I started boxing recently just to sort of be fit,
cool.
and yeah, I like all that. It's fun. Like, I'm sort of trying to get into it more, but no, the music is still the forefront. And to be honest, today I got a confirmation about a show that's going to be pretty big. Do you know?
Cool, man.
Do you know High Res?
Oh, I've heard of that. I don't know where or what I've heard of it. Like,
So,
is it just like a festival, an event with this one?
no. He's a rapper, the guy that collaborated with Jimmy Levy.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, I get you. Okay, yeah. So what you're doing, you might be doing a feature with him. Or...
Sorry, my battery's just gone.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the internet. Good.
Yeah, I'm supporting him on his tour.
Internet's being fucked, bro.
That's all right. I wasn't even meant to tell anyone yet anyway.
Oh, yeah. All right, that's good. 'Cause I just, let's just, the Wi-Fi was shit, so let's just pretend that was a bug.
Yeah.
You said something else that just chopped it up and made it sound like something else. Who knows these days?
Yeah, no, I need to, no, it's good. Yeah, basically just good things are happening, man. And I'm having a day of being grateful for the creator's plan. Because, yeah, things are just unfolding nicely.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Just keep ticking, and it will reveal more with time. But yeah, I reckon potentially. How would you feel, yeah, about like in the future potentially like doing some form of like a podcast or something, and I'll like just ask you questions about like your kind of what you're doing and or your message with your music and shit. Maybe you don't have to, of course. But
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's cool.
I've been trying to get Veg on it for a while.
I done a podcast the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Me and this rapper called Muse Free. We went on this podcast called Powers Network, and we spoke about the protests and stuff like that first. We spoke about drugs a bit, and just a few conspiracy type stuff, really.
Yeah.
Good. I'm waiting to see how that comes out, and but yeah, man, I'm down. Like, I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man. I think that's what I'm gonna try and do more is like reach out, do more podcasts and that. And my thing, I think I'm gonna try and like form like somewhat of like a group and that with a bit of an agenda and to like kind of create and discover ideas and like push the limits of what they think is possible and take fucking psychedelics and meditate, but then like make like group chats and fucking just kind of like fill in the gaps and like help everybody like you actualize your vision and promote everyone and like I don't know, I just want to make this life an epic adventure. That's what I've been thinking somewhat anyway, just making more lectures.
I'll back it because to be honest with you, you're doing good content and yeah, like I think you're doing more than a lot of people. You'd be surprised. Like, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all like to be actualized still. Like I'm still like at the beginning, and I took a long break.
You haven't got mad views and stuff, but it doesn't matter. Like I've seen that you've got a lot of content. You've got quite a lot of subscribers, even though they might not be mad engaged and stuff. But you're putting mad work to like even just like, do you know what I mean? You're always on some shit.
Well, yeah, a lot of it is again with time. A lot of my views like changed so much recently, and it really hurts and stings your ego. Yeah, like
Oh,
if your
yes.
whole like ideology just like kind of collapses,
Yeah.
and that's why I just stay away from ideology. But I just been like, I ain't been in the public or making that much stuff, but
Yeah.
I feel like we'll get there. But
No,
yeah,
I relate to
man.
that as well. Like a lot of what I believed, yeah, drastically changed in the last maybe 2 to 3 years. And you know,
Yeah,
I
it's
know what you're
quite.
saying. The ego can get absolutely dashed to the floor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what I was saying though. We're just like, it's all about time. Like I feel like ignorance is like actually important. Just like you don't need to know right now. Just like, take it one breath at a time, one day at a time. If you're feeling not 100% centered at the minute, it comes and it goes. And yeah, just
Yeah.
like yeah, that's what I had like like a proper worldview, and then like it just kind of like one day I just woke up and thought, yeah, I think a lot of what I thought is just dead wood. And then I've just taken a step back from everything, but now I'm feeling like better again, like to actually speak. But, you know, because I'd rather not fucking speak if what I have to say isn't correct. Because,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I was saying so much on YouTube and then they deleted my fucking channel, terminated it because of COVID misinformation or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm almost happy they did, because a lot of what I was saying wasn't how I'd say it now, but
Well, that's like what happened with like my old music. To be honest, it was like I was really pushing a certain sort of view of how to get what you want in life and stuff. That was kind of like my whole thing. But I wasn't completely correct about a lot of that, so it got yeah, things happened. But yeah, now I know that it needed to happen. So, and now things are on track again. So
yeah,
as you
yeah,
said,
that's how.
you've got to trust the process sometimes. Well, all the time,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. That's what I think. The ultimate thing, just trust. Like, it's not like you asked to spawn in. Really, you just kind of like appeared. All right, best trust it. uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's what like, because you had different rap names in the past, didn't you? And
Yeah.
maybe was that when you was preaching what you thought, and then it evolved, so you had to like. But that's good because it's growth,
Yeah.
and that's what we're all seeking. Like, it's not like, oh, you were wrong, that's a bad thing. What it really shows is that you're learning. And if it
Yeah.
shows that a lot what I said was not 100%, that's good that I recognize that now. You
Yeah.
know, that's the
Yeah.
hardest step to take. Most people can't admit that to themselves.
Yeah. Literally, like, yeah, it is. We have to, yeah, it's a big ego check, to be honest. And yeah, like, I don't know. I didn't think I had it all figured out. I still believed in God, to be honest, but I wasn't really trying to sort of like seek him out. My view was like, well, why would God care about what I have to say or who? You know what I mean? I looked at it that way,
Yeah.
and so I kind of was more into the whole manifestation of stuff. But yeah, I think without going too deep on this. Oh wow, this kid just fell over. Mad. Yeah, without going in too deep, because I could go on for ages. Like, I think some of that information that I was giving to people and leading people to, really, it can lead you down a slippery slope of things that are not quite true and lead you to the wrong kind of way. So I can see why I needed to be redirected on my journey. I'm glad I did it though, because now, you know, things are happening, and yeah, it took a lot, man. I didn't want to have to start from scratch. It was long.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of, it's what that's called, I think, somewhat is, like, this channel, I think it says you have to be willing to kill your babies, kind of, or it's like you work on something, you think it's the bollocks and that, and then eventually you realize that maybe it's not as like solid as and you have to like readjust. But that's part of the process. Like like it's where you learn. Like failure is literally the learning kind. So like when you realize that suffering is grace, kind of as Ram Dass says, or like learning is like you can't really fail technically, because when you do, you just learn and then get back up.
It's true. It's just people are scared to fail because sometimes you might have someone laugh at you or something. But like the truth is that if you want anything, if you want to do anything, you're going to be shit at one stage. You know what I mean? At anything.
Let yourself be trash. So like a really good rapper, music artist called Quadeco, and he said he used to be shit, but now he's like the best. And he just says, let yourself be trash. Even if your music isn't 100% how you want it to be at the minute, just go with it, let it, and then over time it just evolves and shit. And I think time is the teacher is one of the main things I've been saying repeatedly. Like,
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I can't remember how that was relevant, but I got to go in this fucking shop anyway. I'm literally just sat outside Tesco.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm gonna just keep on bopping home and get on with some sheep. But yeah, bro, it was good speaking, and catch up with you soon, yeah?
100%, man. I'll have to come and see you live somewhere. Like, it would be so cool. And I've actually been like, you know, that conscious rapper community person or whatever.
Oh yeah, well, the guy who runs that was in this chat a minute ago. Oh, he's in here now.
Oh, is that what one's that?
Michael. Well, I don't know.
Is that
he was in here.
No, fuck
No,
knows.
big up Mute Free. It's not Mute Free. It's Michael D'Souza. He does that.
Oh yeah, here he is. Yeah, he said yes, lad. Yeah. He was on about his own like festival or some shit apparently, like coming up this summer potentially. And he like, I mean, I don't know if it will actually go down but he was saying even potentially like, I thought I got to get on the tunes a lot more because some of I know I can do it and over time I learn, but that's like another thing. Yeah, he's still in the chat. But yeah, I got to do get on writing a lot more music and shit. And he said potentially that I would be able to like come and do a tune or two at this festival if it ends up existing. But yeah, what were you saying? Sorry.
Yeah, just about you saying come to see me perform. There's one show that I'm going to announce in the next few days. That really, I would love it if everybody who supports me comes to this one show. Like, it would make everything, to be honest. Like, it's a big opportunity.
I'll try my best to be there. I'm only just stable enough to actually like pursue things in society with money because I just like lost the plot for a bit. But I'm back now, and I'd love to come there because it's not just like the performance; it's the people. It's to be able to speak to you and everyone, and to see everyone. And it's kind of like that's what I want to be there for. And I'll film it and talk about it and have conversations with people and like.
Yeah, as you said about the people, my like tribe. There's always, I mean, it's grown over time. But my tribe has always been very diverse in terms of like age, you know, race, where they're from and stuff. So every time I've done a link up, whether it was a show or a music video shoot or something, like it's always, everyone always gets on really well. And so and this would be a good opportunity because the artists I'm going to be working with, like he said, our music is very sort of similar in the message. So I think it's going to be a really good night, man. But I'm not trying to say too much because I just found out today, and I'm going to take a few days just to sort of prepare my plan. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah, that'll be sick, man. Hopefully, I'd love to be there, and that's like I feel like everyone should just kind of like support each other, and we're all on kind of like the same mission, I think, in a way.
Yeah.
You know, just building like a better world and that, and like it just tightening these communities, hopefully, of like these events and shit. So yeah, I'd love to be there. Hopefully, KT's in the chat, like my good friend. I'll drag her with me. She'll love to come. To be fair,
100%. Make sure you bring her, and bring anyone you can.
Yeah, I'll try and bring like I don't know, like spiritual kind of people are so rare, like in the flesh in the real world, but I'll try my best. But that's one of the best things about the internet is like I've cultivated like a tribe of people that are in the flesh occasionally, because like I was listening to a Terence McKenna lecture earlier and he's saying like the power of the internet is realizing that you're not crazy and you're not alone because there's others like you. But
that's the thing, it's true, man.
So like even though my channel, like let's say I didn't learn, my channel got deleted and then I just went downhill, it's like I still met and got in contact with amazing people through the process of what I'm doing. So have you. So like if you think like, oh, what if my music flops or some shit in the future, it's like, but it's the journey. Like you met so many people, you went, you know what I mean?
Oh bro, no one could ever chat to me about that. Like that's the thing, back in the day when I had like no followers and stuff, like I kind of felt like that a little bit, but I like before I was even trying to build my Instagram, like I would go up to Camden and just go to open mics, and Camden's probably like half an hour from here, so it might not sound far, but it's a different environment. So I took myself out of my environment to meet like-minded people, and now no one like who's sort of knew me from before can really say anything. They know that I didn't beg for their help. I just went out and met people off my own back. Like, no one really backed it in the beginning. So my tribe is like, yeah, it means a lot to me, bruv, because, yeah, as you said, everything that you're just saying, it's like people big me up for just saying certain things. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like, so
Yeah, if you find the right people, they'll find qualities in you that you didn't even fucking recognize within yourself, and that's why that's what real friends are about. But yeah, everyone's always a lone wolf at the beginning, especially on the spiritual path. Like, like you're alone. It's not actualized. You don't know anybody. You think you're crazy, maybe, and then slowly it all like gets interconnected and comes to fruition, I think.
Absolutely, man. And it's still, it's as you said, the journey, man. It's an everlasting journey, really.
Literally, I think, I don't know. It goes deep, but yeah, I think one of the ultimate things that I've been playing with an idea, I'll say finally. Who is Mew R3, by the way? He wants to join the live. I might do that in a minute.
Yeah, Mew3's calm. He's the one I went on the podcast with the other day.
Oh, sir. Okay, that would be cool. Maybe I'll have a chat with him as well.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
I can probably save the. I'll pick up the fucking live with you, Mew3 or whatever, in a second. But one last thing, that I wanted to say, and I've kind of been saying it already, but it's just like I feel like putting trust in the universe is it's like the antidote to fear, obviously, but I feel like it's actually truth. Like, I don't feel like the universe would just be a fluke, and then you just have a depressing life, and then it just ends with loads of untied loose ends, and you're just like, well, what the fuck was that? I feel like it all unfolds in a divine way, and I feel like the universe kind of loves.
Yeah,
I feel like it loves people.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. There's something, because I think the thing that comes to mind when you're saying all this is I feel like things don't come when you want them to. You know, you could be all about this whole trust in the process and all this stuff, but if it don't come when you want it to, you're still going to keep trusting it.
Well, it's I know what you mean. It's difficult. You don't get what you want most of the time. I mean, it's a deep dive, to be honest, and it is. I know how it sounds like something to just make you sound comfortable, but it's actually it's more like do you know the Tao Te Ching? Inspector Veg talks about it quite a bit.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of just like a philosophy of going with the flow, kind of, and everything is inevitable. I mean, you can say you don't trust it, but in the end you're going to die and you're going to be where you're going to be or some shit. So I feel I don't know. I feel like it's truth, but I've been playing with it a lot. I don't know if it's all divine, or maybe I am just a human on Earth, and I really gotta fucking stop eating that sugar, otherwise man's gonna fail. Or maybe the universe has got me, and it's all just God playing a game with itself. Or who fucking knows? I think Mew3 disappeared now.
I don't think that. I don't know. The diet thing, as Veg knows, is not my forte. That's his angle.
Yeah, I think we were talking about you sipping on fucking alcohol or some shit, but the thing is, that's I think I saw you with a can of beer once in an image. That's all I'm saying. But me and Veg,
Probably.
what I was when I said my ideology completely crumbled, kind of, is because I was with Veg on you're not allowed to eat. You can't eat poison, don't you know it's all poison and shit? But then I just realised, you're also allowed to just enjoy, the fruits of life, kind of. It's not so black and white as, you know, because the way he kind of, looks at it is, because, do you know Eckhart Tolle?
Yeah.
He, I was talking to him about Eckhart Tolle's, teachings and shit, and Inspector Veg just devalidated all of his stuff because he said he eats beans on toast.
Bro, I eat beans on toast. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
no, but
I don't know.
If you don't
and then Alan Watts.
Veg thinks that if you don't have the same diet as him, that you can't do anything, which is just ridiculous.
Yo, sorry man, it's glitching. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Shit. Yeah. So what were you saying? Sorry, that last bit.
I was just saying that Veg thinks if you don't have the same diet as him, that you're not anything you say is invalid, which is
Well, I
bullshit.
used to say that as well, because like I'd be like, well, how do you know that like the very mechanism that you're using to perceive the world is like built on like fake food? Therefore, like, how could you ever know? You know, if you eat that shit, then who knows? But I think because Alan Watts, yeah, he's like one of the most powerful spiritual teachers. He's still alive. I can't fucking. Where the fuck is he? Man.